We're so excited. Today is the day we fly to Italy and have a fun-filled week on Costa Pacifica. Yes, we've read the reviews, but a cruise is what you make it, and we'll be making it fabulous. So you'll see a fabulous ship, and Will's losing something.
And I've lost my sunglasses again.
Some beautiful beaches, and Will's losing something else.
I'm quite good at losing things.
Some pizza, pasta and ice cream, and Will's losing yet something else.
And I left the GoPro in there.
Maybe I should lose him on the ship, but for now, let's lock up and get ourselves over to Italy.
Rome, we're coming for you.
It was a beautiful morning, and the queues at Manchester Airport weren't that bad. But we were flying with Ryanair.
We've just got on board and we've just heard the flight's going to be delayed, so then we've got to sit on here and this bloody uncomfy plane for an extra hour.
Happily, it turned out to just be a 40-minute delay. Then we touched down in Ciampino Airport, Rome. The suitcases were super speedy. Well done, lads. Then it was outside to find our bus. TerraVision, that's it.
We booked this bus online with Get Your Guide yesterday. It's €6. This is going to take us to the main train station in Rome, where we can then catch a train to Civitavecchia.
Each company operates from a different stand, and you can buy tickets online, at the airport, or on the bus. Even on our drive into the city, we were spotting ancient ruins. And before we knew it, we were in Roma Termini.
Well, that was quick. It does say it takes 40 minutes. We've just done it in between 15 and 20. Next, we find a train.
Things up until now had gone pretty well. One thing we didn't know, however, was that today there was a train strike.
Apparently, we don't get the tickets there. We've got to go through the shopping centre, go somewhere and go somewhere else, and there'll be ticket machines or something like that.
Yes, tourist info failed to mention said train strike, and at this point we were blissfully unaware. After a wander through a small shopping mall and food court, we did finally end up at the trains and ticket machines, but decided to book online with Trainline instead. We now had to find Platform 27. 3 things must ye know about Platform 27. 1, it's about 27 miles away. 2, you feel like you're never going to get there. 3, it's about 27 miles away.
And after that full-on power walk, it's already 20 minutes late and growing.
And we still didn't know about the strike. But we now concluded.
You heard it here first. Italian trains are worse than British trains. To be fair, they're a lot cheaper, but it is now cancelled. What next?
We sucked up the £8 loss and booked onto a fast train. Unfortunately, this was going from Platform 5, 27 miles away.
It's not going very well.
But at least this one was running, and we were on our way. After that, it went pretty smoothly.
Well, we made it, and our hotel lady told me to WhatsApp call her when we got here. She just talked us through how to walk there, 3 minutes away. Good service. Let's go.
We, of course, got it wrong, and it took us 10 minutes to walk there. Standard. We're all checked in, had a shower, feeling so much better. We are staying in the Seatally B&B in Civitavecchia. I got this off Booking.com. £143 for the night, including breakfast, which is pretty good. It's a walking distance to the port. We've got lovely views. Now, on the Booking.com, it looked like it was like a little B&B, but it is, but it's contained in a high-rise. So there's like 1 floor of a high-rise. It's only got 3 rooms. It's got a communal lounge, fridge, beautiful views out over the port, which we'll show you in a bit. They've recommended a restaurant. We've got some discs. We can have free dinner. It feels very secure. It's all keypads to get in all the different areas of it. And we are now going to go out and explore Civitavecchia. The weather was a bit stormy, but we headed straight for the sea to find the statue embracing peace. This statue, installed here in 2012, is one of a series of statues around the world. They are based on an iconic photograph captured in Times Square on VJ Day in 1945. The sea was a bit choppy. Let's hope it's calmer than that for the cruise. We then wandered into the Church of the Immaculate Conception, also known as the Church of St Anthony Abbot. It was very beautiful. Grey skies or not, we were in a holiday mood, and it was time for a drink. Cheers! And you. Along the front was a small market selling all manner of things. We then walked around Fort Michelangelo, an imposing 16th century fort.
Civitavecchia is really cute. If you call here as part of your cruise, you're probably going to go into Rome. There's not a great deal here. I would say if you start your cruise here, definitely come the day before. Dealing with the Italian trains today was stressful, would have been really stressful had we been boarding the ship tonight. But for a place to come the night before, it's got a really lovely feel, really Italian, and talking of Italian, guess who's up for a pizza now?
Yes, we took our host's suggestion and we went to My Lord for some pizza. Heads up, we didn't get a free drink, so we made our way back to our B&B to sit out on the balcony and then grab ourselves an early night. Wills?
It's been a long day, but it's been a fun day. We've really enjoyed this evening, just moseying around. There's not a huge amount around here. It's probably a lot more than we've seen, but I think we've done it all right. Now, we have got the option in the morning to just stroll about the town and make our way to the ship. I think our boarding time's 2:30. But the lady at our hotel, she's in there, she's in with the mafia, and she can sort out an Uber to get us in, she reckons, about 10:30. So we're going to go for that because there's not a lot more to see in the town that we want to do. So we're going to finish the night with a nice glass of Sardinian Vermentino that we just bought at the supermarket. So, cheers.
Get to bed, you two. You've got a big day tomorrow. Morning. It's cruise day. And breakfast time, and Georginiana puts on a mean breakfast. OK, she did try to force feed us Bellinis, but we're on holiday. Now, Wills, over to you. Let's hope you've rehearsed.
What a lovely evening and morning we've just had in Civitavecchia. I still can't say it. Civitavecchia. I still can't say it, you know. What did you say it? We've had a lovely evening and morning here in Civitavecchia. Way, I said it. And we're just about to go up the cruise now. We've had a lovely breakfast. Georginiana's been wonderful. And we're stood on our beautiful balcony overlooking the town. We could get a shuttle bus. The shuttle bus goes from the station, which is just there. The port is only there. It's only a few minutes. We could walk it, but it's not great with cases. The shuttle bus, I think, is €6, but Georginiana has done a bit of a deal, and she can get us on the ship early, apparently. We'll see if she actually does. And we're going to get an Uber. It costs us a little bit more, but I think it's going to be worth it. So, let's go.
Got there in the end, lad. Ourselves and Roy from America made our way outside to catch our Uber. Great day. Take it away, Georginiana. Yeah.
Come to Civitavecchia, come to Italy. Ciao, 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 belly.
And that's Georginiana, queen of early embarkation and orderer of Ubers. There were 4 ships in this day. Pacifica was in berth number 2. Let's see how this goes.
We've arrived at the terminal now. Can we get on early?
Of course we can. Georginiana sent us and you don't mess with her. First off, it was bag drop. And that all went swimmingly well.
We just put the cases in. We had to sign that our handle was bust on the case, but that's all right. And we're now, hopefully, going to check in.
We went into the main terminal, collected an embarkation number, and then took a seat until we were called. And in no time at all, we were on. It was very quiet, and we easily found a lift up to deck 9. We were keen to explore this ship.
Oh, I see.
That's the
atrium. That's the atrium.
Is it? Oh, right.
Atrium, yeah. That's the buffet and restaurant this way.
I'm exhausted already. Time to sit down.
We're just working out how to do the internet. We went on the app and it says you need to be on the ship. We are on the ship, so we've gone to the Wi-Fi, turned the Wi-Fi on and selected Costa Cruises. All makes sense so far. Costa Pacifica, yeah, you're right. Now I've gone to the app and something's happened, so we'll come back to you in a second.
Now, don't watch us too carefully here. We think we've cracked it, but we're actually only on the ship's intranet. We do suss it out later, but for now, let's humour us and pretend we've done it.
That was easy. We're on. We've bought the internet package in advance. It obviously knows that. Job's a good one.
This is really cool. Now the Costa app is kind of activated, you can have a look at everything that's on board today, and then you can add it to your itinerary, so you can build your own what you want to do in the day, rather than like taking your highlighted like you did on P&O and highlighting and going, I want to do that, that and that. You look through, you go, yeah, like that, like that, like that, and then when you go to my itinerary or my day, it brings up everything you'd like to do. Cool, let's book a show or look a show. Add to my agenda. That's cool.
Now this is quite fun. There's a little chat thing on the app where you put in your name and you can choose whether you want to be public. So you put a name in, you can be public and anyone who clicks on you can talk to you, or you can be private for the people in your booking, so me and Rach. So very pretentiously, we've put in postcard and a pint. Don't think anyone will want to talk to us. You never know.
Spoiler alert, nobody did. So thinking we were on the internet, we carried on exploring the ship. Ooh, buffet. We'll be checking you out soon. I soon found my favourite outside bar, the Aperol Spritz Bar, and as it was now 4 o'clock somewhere, we thought, why not?
We're on the ship now, it's about 12:30, we're not supposed to be here till 2:30. We have got a nice Aperol Spritz, Wills has got a beer.
Certainly have.
Loving the feel of this ship, it's got a really cool vibe, we can't wait to explore it. Cheers!
Cheers indeed.
And we can even see our B&B over there.
All hail Georginiana, queen of the early check-in. But now it's buffet time. This all looks very nice. What do we think?
First time at the buffet, wasn't crowded at all. We are in port, maybe it's worse on the sea day. Good selection, we're happy.
We certainly were. Time to keep on exploring. Costa Pacifica has an incredible atrium that spans many decks. The whole ship has a music theme, and there are notes and instruments everywhere. The ship isn't colour-coded like other ships we've been on, but the carpets by the lifts always tell you what deck you're on. Next, we checked out the Sunset Bar, thinking this would be our bar of choice this cruise. As it turned out, we preferred the Aperol Spritz bar, but this was nice to visit. This was a strange area, a VIP area you pay to go in, yet on port side directly opposite there's an area exactly the same. Maybe they feed you grapes and give you champagne on the starboard side. What's that you've seen? A water slide! Fantastic! We'll be giving that a go.
We're starting to learn the ship. We're right at the top. We think it's deck 13. We think deck 14 is just the entrance to the slide. Yeah, it's a really lovely ship. It's a little bit older, but great vibe. And there's the Norwegian Epic. Hello, Roy and Roy.
Yes, our American breakfast companions were on a 2-week adventure with Norwegian Cruises. Let's see what we can find now. We were now on deck 11, check out the carpets, and decided to do a spa tour. It seemed very well equipped, and the treatments all sounded lovely. We just tend to find that there's so much else we want to do when on a cruise that the spa goes to the bottom of the list. Back out on board again, and although this grand old lady was launched in 2009, she's still in excellent condition and immaculately clean. Then it was announced that cabins were ready, so we went to check out cabin 7416. Give us a quick review, Wills.
We just walked into our room. Small but perfectly formed. It's quite basic, but that doesn't matter. We were expecting that anyway. There's a bed. We'll show you all these clips on top of here. There's a bed, there's a little bench, there's a small telly. Well, it's an alright sized telly. Doesn't seem to be any British channels on there. Might be, who knows? It's not a British ship, so why would there be? We'll give you a proper look around in a second, but on first glance, it looks okay. Plenty of storage space. Bathroom, okay, shower curtain. A lot of people don't like shower curtains, but it's alright, it's a shower. Let's take a look around.
You'll find a hairdryer in the top drawer and 3 other drawers under that for storage. There are 2 wardrobes, both with hanging space and shelving, so plenty of storage. The bathroom may have been a touch on the avocado side, but it was spotlessly clean and we always had hot water. There's a small cupboard at each side of the bed and a handy 4 USB ports on one side. Yep, we're happy. Cases would arrive later, so it was back to exploring. We were now getting our bearings and felt that we had decks 9 and above sorted. Next, it was the lower decks. We did love to ride in these glass lifts in the atrium. This is the disco down on deck 4. We only visited 3 times, and every time it was empty or a teen hangout. We have no idea if it becomes a banging nightclub after hours. That's past our bedtime. There's a lovely deck walk down on deck 3. You can't get all the way round, but we love this one as it feels so close to the ocean. And then our cases arrived.
We're all unpacked, we've had a shower, changed our clothes, we feel a lot better now. We've watched the safety briefing on the Costa app.
Yeah.
We now have to go and report to our muster station with our life jackets.
Take our life jackets with us.
And then there's a welcome meeting at 5:30 where we'll meet our English-speaking rep. I believe they may go through some safety stuff then. So it's all go on Costa Pacifica.
Also, it's meant to be red and black night with a bit of white. So we've made the effort. Red, white, black.
Yeah.
I've got the old Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Whether anyone else does it or not, who knows?
Who knows,
there
anyway.
You go.
But before you go, are you sure you're online?
We thought before we'd activated the internet, but we hadn't. We'd only logged onto the Wi-Fi. We've just discovered in the app how to do it.
Yes, always finish with activate the package.
And now we're active.
Boat drill, here we come. Now, Wills, have you got everything?
Just got back from the muster station drill with the life jackets and all that, and I've lost my sunglasses again. I lost my sunglasses on the Morelli ship last year. Hopefully they've fallen out when I tried to take my life jacket off, so I've got to go back over there to find out. Rachel's going to the welcome meeting. Who knows if I'll find them or her.
Ever again with your sense of direction?
Nope, didn't drop them there.
These sunglasses were new yesterday from Manchester.
I'm quite good at losing things.
Aren't you just? At least you found me.
We're just on the way to reception, see if anyone's handed the glasses in. Rachel's very kindly offered me her glasses because she's got her old ones with her, but I doubt if they're going to be there.
And 2 minutes later...
Look what I've got. Have to say, Italian people are a lot more honest than British people on cruise ships. Cheers. Cheers, Italian chaps.
Now don't lose anything else.
We've been to our muster station, swiped our card in, checked that we know where we're going, then we've been to a welcome meeting where they basically took you through the Costa app, sort of told you where everything was, it was fine, and now we are at the Aperol Spritz bar having a pre-dinner drink. Cheers!
On board, there are 2 main dining rooms, the My Way restaurant and the New York, New York, which we were in. After some initial confusion finding our table, we were seated and ready to go. Paper menus are available, but all menus for all restaurants can be found on your Costa app, meaning you can decide well in advance what you'd like. There are 4 courses available each night, a starter, a pasta course, a main and a dessert. We tended to choose one of either the starter or pasta, then a main and a dessert. We found the food good, although a little phallic in places. It's a rumbaba. As our dinner seating was 7 p.m, we always enjoyed a walk on deck and a sunset afterwards. Then it was time for a pre-show drink.
Hello. Hello.
The staff were super friendly, and what was the music they were playing, Will?
We're sat here in the open air bit having a drink, and there's a jazz version of Walking in a Winter Wonderland going on. Ace. And they've just been playing I've Been Dreaming of a White Christmas. Bonkers.
So Will's was a happy bunny. Then it was off to the theatre to take in a show. This show celebrated all things Italian and had something for everyone in it. It was loads of fun and we loved it. Well done, chaps.
Sapori d'Italia!
Morning, we didn't do a good night last night. We watched the theatre show, we loved that, we'll tell you more about it later. Went for a wander, ended up in Rick's bar, really tired, went to bed. Today we are in Golfo Aranci, not Olbia. We're off for breakfast, we're hoping to get a train. There's 2 trains, it all depends when we can tender off the ship. Fingers crossed for the 9:30, if not the 10:42. Come with us, see you soon.
It was a beautiful day, with the sea mist quickly rising. And the tenders?
I think we might do it, you know.
It was supposed to be tours first, but we tried it on, and they couldn't have cared less. They gave us a tender ticket, and in 7 minutes, we were on our way. Who's going to make that train then? Yay! A round of applause for Costa Cruise Lines.
Grazie mille, grazie.
Nice
How's today going, you two?
We've made it to Golfo Aranci. We might just do it, you know.
Yeah, what we've learned so far is the Italians make rules and then, to be honest, you're free to do what you want.
And here's a story of a past Will's loss.
See this bar here behind us? In 2017, I think it was 2017, we lost a video camera. We think we left it on the table. We never got it back.
We? It wasn't my camera. Anyway, here we are at the station and it's time to find a ticket. Once again, we wimped out and used the Trainline app, and heads up, that is not how you validate a ticket on your phone. That's just embarrassing. Anyway, the train arrived on time, and the guard showed us how to validate with the app, but we didn't care.
Made it.
And then we were off to Olbia, past some pretty stunning beaches on the way. We were made up, cause
We made it to Olbia.
it's been 2 years since we've been here, and we couldn't wait to look around once again. The train drops you off just a few minutes walk from Piazza Regina Margherita and the top of the main street, Corso Umberto. But first, this.
We're taking a bit of a stroll down here in the back streets because we used to stay in an Airbnb just round the corner from here. We're going to see if we can still find it.
This is the less developed part of town, but it was good to see that many of the old buildings had now been renovated. There were a lot more B&Bs and rentals now. And this is where we used to stay.
It's Mario's place.
We've had many a good holiday here. Next, we went in search of the Church of St. Paolo. This is a Catholic Christian church dating back to the 18th century. The church consists of a rectangular body and 3 chapels giving it the shape of a cross. It's beautiful. We strolled down Corso Umberto and it was pretty much the same as we remembered it. Not a great deal was open as it was still early, but we'll be back later. The tourist market was still there. The carousel has now moved down to the front, and the big wheel now has an Olbia sign. Yes, we really do love Olbia. But it's beach time now, and we're off to catch the bus.
Successful morning, we're now waiting for the number 4 beach to go to some of our favourite...
Number 4 beach.
Successful morning so far, we're waiting for the number 4 bus, and we're going to go to some of our favourite beaches, starting with Mariarache.
Rockham Beach.
So we caught the bus, not the beach, and 20 minutes later, we were there. Then a 10-minute walk and... Rockham Beach, how we've missed you. Crystal clear water, we can't wait to swim in you. But first, a trip to Rockham Beach Beach Bar to say hello and grab a drink. Cheers! We have so many lovely memories from here, don't we, Rose?
The lovely guys at Rockham Beach have just given us these on the house. Cheers!
Cheers!
And once you're all refreshed, there's nothing better than a swim. After lunch, we had planned to move on to 2 of our other favourite beaches, but life was so idyllic here, we decided to stay. How was lunch then? We then went for a walk across the bay. Just look at the smiles on those 2. All too soon, it was time to head back. Bye for now, and let's hope it won't be too long until we see you again. Now what?
We're now off to get the bus back to Olbia, a little look around Olbia for an hour or so, jump on the train, go back to Golfo Ranchi, possibly a little look around there, then back on the ship.
Now, have you got everything, Wills?
You'll never believe I go from bad to worse. I've just been over there to the toilet and I left the GoPro in there. Don't!
It was at this point he nearly had his sunglasses put onto elastics and the GoPro confiscated. But we were now back in town and doing a quick tour of San Simplicio, the oldest church in Olbia. There's one thing we haven't had yet in Olbia. What better way to end our day than with an ice cream? 2 scoops, please, as...
We've been to Gap.
Ice cream in hand, there was time for one last wander through the old streets of Olbia. Then it was back to the station, and amazingly, the train was on time again. We all headed back to the tenders. Fisherman Fred was sorting out his tackle, but we didn't have time to stop and help him. It was on to the tenders, back to Pacifica. Did you miss us, Pacifica?
What a beautiful day in Sardinia.
And amazing.
We did everything we wanted to do. I've got to give it
Rockham
to
Beach.
Sardinia Transport and Trains.
We've never known them to be on time before.
Every bus, every train on time. We've gone to get that train before and gone down to the station. He's like, no, it's not running today. No, it's not running tomorrow. It ran twice today.
Perfectly
to the
on time.
minute. The buses turned up on the minute. You know, dibs to Sardinia Transport.
Dips to them.
Dips.
Okay.
It was a beautiful day. Marrakech is everything and more that we remembered, and we were
Rockham Beach
so
and the guys
glad.
were great. Thanks for the beers, guys.
Yeah, that was so lovely. So we're back, scrubbed up, and we're off to get a drink and go and get something to eat.
We really liked the Rhapsody Bar and Lounge for a pre-dinner drink. There was always live music and people having a dance, and the bar staff were incredibly friendly. Night 2 in the New York, and no trouble finding our table tonight. So what's on the menu tonight then? Pesto lasagna, tomato soup, salmon for me, pasta bolognese for Wills, then a strawberry cheesecake and a chocolate hazelnut mousse. That'll do. As we sailed away from Sardinia, they were showing the first semi-finals of the Euros, but we went for our obligatory sunset walk instead. Go on, who's winning? Spain are. Then we went and checked out The Voice at Sea.
Prossimo finalista, The Voice of the Sea è from Italy, Marco!
Well done, Marco. We're off to the theatre. The show was opened by the dancers, and then the headline act were winners of India's Got Talent, Illuminati. It was very clever, and for about 10 minutes we were transfixed. music was very samey though, and we'd have liked to have seen a real mashup of music styles and eras. They had incredible energy though, and were very talented. But now
it's the end of Olbia Day, and what a fantastic day. We've been to the theatre, we've seen Illuminati something, Winners of India's Got Talent. They were great, it was lovely. It got a bit boring. For 10 minutes it was absolutely fantastic, but wasn't our thing. Everyone is watching the football. Well, the football's just finished. I think Spain have beaten France. We're on the back deck. Nobody is here. It's absolutely beautiful. Cheers.
I've absolutely loved today. As Rachel says, we're here on the back deck. There's hardly anyone. There's a few people now because the football's just finished. It's been a fantastic day. Theatre was great. Day's been great. Rock and Beach was amazing. Nothing more to say really, apart from cheers.
So, do Italians go to bed now? No, they bloody well don't. They get dressed up in white, stick a pair of headphones on and have a silent disco.
3, 2, 1, silent, white party! Shh.
It was great to watch and even get amongst the party people. But do these people ever sleep? We'll wager that at 8:30 AM tomorrow they'll all be up at the breakfast buffet. Ciao ciao, that's us signing out.
And that's the end of our first diary vlog. I'm not gonna lie, loving it.
It's ace, isn't it?
Absolutely loving it. The ship, yes, it's an older ship. It reminds us of vintage Vegas.
Oh yeah.
I think. The decor, it's quite brushy, but it's not diamante sparkly like
if
the
you were
newer
going to
ships are.
Vegas and didn't know what to expect,
Yeah.
this is kind of what you'd expect.
Absolutely, and the people, the Italians, the passengers are absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
We haven't met anybody entitled
Nope.
or thinking they're better than anybody else. The Italians don't really queue, so when lifts come, if they're near one, they'll go for
They
it.
just go in.
But
But it's not done with
they're
any malice, is it?
respectful. If there's an older person there or a wheelchair person there, of course they hang back and they let them in. It's just their way of life. Yeah, we are loving it. We like our table mates.
We've got some lovely table mates. Big shout out to Tej and his daughter Rue.
Yeah.
And to Beth and Chris.
Yeah,
And
we're on
they're
their
lovely.
honeymoon. They're really, really nice. We've only had the first night with them because I think Chris and Beth went off to sushi last
Boy,
night.
Yeah.
So the first day was in Olbia, which you know we love it there. We absolutely love it.
Well, the first day was the...
Well, just getting on.
Getting on the
Oh,
boat.
and also, yeah, we took advice off our Airbnb host who said, go and try it early. We were like, oh, can't do that, P&O. They tell you off and tell you to sit down in a corner. She went, nah, just go. I think we've learned that the Italians have rules.
Kind of.
But they're just a kind of loose suggestion.
They're a guideline.
They're a guideline. So, yeah, we were on the ship by 12:30.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
We weren't even supposed to arrive till 2:30 at the terminal. So we took her advice on that, and that worked out absolutely great.
It did.
Spent the first day, as you saw, exploring the ship, and then second day
In Olbia. And we got there, as you saw, phew, I tell you what, I was so disappointed when I found out we weren't going to dock there. That wasn't going to be our first port.
Italian Sardinian transport on time every single...
We've never known that before, and we've been to Olbia loads of times.
I have been to that station, the train station, and asked about that same train. She's like, oh no, not today. It's like, tomorrow? She's like, maybe. But
Do you know one of my favourite parts was? We walked onto Rock and Beach in Marorocke, and as we got to the beach bar, the guy did a double act. I walked up to the bar, and the guy went, postcard! It was lovely, and we had a lovely chat.
So
and
nice.
You've seen all the footage.
Yeah, we were in the sea. That was absolutely great. And then no, that was it. That's the end of. That's it. It is actually.
We're actually filming this the day later, you see. So
that's it. And we've enjoyed the entertainment that we've seen so far.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. But it's probably better than the P&O and the Morella entertainment.
Yeah, it's multilingual. But that's okay. Everything that's on is something that anyone can watch. It doesn't matter if they sing in Italian, it doesn't matter if they sing in English. It's a real mishmash.
Well entertaining, isn't it?
Really good.
And people have moaned about, they do everything in 7 languages. Good on you. They're brilliant. They're so good.
Oh my God, the cruise director.
So much respect for them.
Switches, and most of the cruise staff as well.
They're brilliant.
So yes, so far we are having a fantastic time. We have got barely any niggles at all to share with you.
The only slight niggle was on the first night of the meal, of the dining.
Main dining room.
There was a bit of confusion as to what table we were on. The waiters didn't seem to know where the table were. It was a bit of a faff, We've noticed that Rue, who's one of our table mates,
Yeah.
she's allergic. She's got some
She's dairy
intolerance, so
intolerant.
she's got her own menu.
Yeah.
But what we have found is that the timings of hers,
Yeah,
she's often waiting. We'll have ours, and she's waiting, and
they don't
that's not
sync
very
it
good, but
with
it's-
ours. She's kind of on a whole different time zone of
which is a
eating,
shame.
Which is a shame for her, but it's not really spoiled the holiday
That's
too much.
spoiled it for us. No, absolutely.
Well, I think we should wrap this up.
We probably should,
Yeah.
and don't forget to come back for the next one.
Yeah.
So I guess.
If you like this video.
Yeah, don't forget to the subscribing thing. We're going to have loads of these, I was going to say MSC videos then, loads of these Costa
The
videos.
videos.
MSC we're going to do you
Yeah.
one day as well.
And we'll see you next time, and hopefully we're still having a great time. So, as we say,
In Postcard and the Pint,
Cheers
cheers to the good times.
tune in next week for our first sea day and the gorgeous town of Palma in Mallorca. There'll be yet more pizza, some teppanyaki, and England even win a football match. Just fingers crossed that we navigate the next diary without Stufflad losing anything. Anyways, over to that one for a terrible joke.
We're even getting bad jokes sent to us now. This is from a mate of mine, Jock. Cheers, mate. It's terrible, by the way. What do you call a man born without a shin?
I don't know.
Toe knee.
Oh.